Range 70, range rate point 34, and the target is in the center of the screen, and the angle of the docking port is in line with the range estimation.
Just about 65 meters to go. Station and Soyuz flying right over central Kazakhstan right now, actually just a few hundred miles to the north of Baikonur, where the Soyuz launched just 3 hours and 15 minutes ago.
60, closing rate of point 27. Docking target is in the center of the screen and crosshairs are aligned. Range 53, closing rate is 0.2.
Less than 50 meters to go. The Core's automated rendezvous system guiding the spacecraft autonomously to its docking port at the Rassvet module. 3 crew members inside. Only in space for 3 hours and 16 minutes, but already just less than 50 meters away. Their new home on board the space station.
The target is in the center, crosshairs are aligned. Range is 45, closing rate 0.18. SSVP probe extension and confirmed, transfer hatch closed, hooks open, latches engaged.
And this view giving you a great shot at the very top of the Soyuz. You can see just in the center of that metallic circle a small probe. That's the docking probe that the Soyuz spacecraft extends. It's going to get captured by a docking cone on the bottom part of the Rassvet module, and at that point we'll have docking. Then a hard make process follows that, where that probe will get retracted, pulling the Soyuz spacecraft into the docking port. Then they'll be able to close a series of hooks on the Soyuz and the docking port itself, and then integrate electrical and data connections between the two spacecraft. And then we'll have the Soyuz firmly attached to the Rassvet module. But as of right now, we are just about 34 meters away.
Equals 2 squares.
And this gives a great view of that docking cone at the very bottom of Rassvet. It's just to the top and a little bit to the left of the center of the crosshair.
Docking target is in the center, crosshairs are aligned.
And you can see the docking target that they're aiming for just above the crosshair now. It's that small circle with a cross. And again, all of this being done autonomously right now. The Soyuz flying itself in, the crew monitoring, able to step in if necessary. But for right now, just along for the ride. "25 meters in closing."
SSVP is confirmed, range is 20, and range rate 0.09. The docking target is in the center, crosshairs are aligned. The target is below the crosshairs by 1 degree. Copy. Range is 15. Range rate 0.01. This is the closing rate. Mark, could you please start the stopwatch? Copy. Target is in the center, crosshairs aligned.
The Soyuz just starting to edge behind Northrop Grumman Cygnus vehicle. It's just about 12 meters away, so closing in on that docking port.
Crosshairs are aligned. And the docking target is below the crosshairs by 1 degree.
You can see the docking cone just going out of the top of your view from here. This is docking camera on the Soyuz. And it's headed for that docking target now, just about right in the center of your screen, the circle with the cross.
There is a small misalignment.
And we will stand by for contact and docking.
Side, copy. Range is 3. The docking target is in the center. The crosshairs are aligned. Standing by for contact. Contact confirmed at 140506. Mechanical link established. 7.
Contact and capture coming at 6:05 a.m. Central, 11:05 GMT. While stationed in Soyuz flew 262 statute miles over northern China. Again, the Soyuz docked 6:05 a.m. Central, 11:05 GMT.
Control panel, copy.
At this point, the station has been put into free drift, disabling thrusters, allowing relative motion to dampen out between the vehicles. Soon, the docking probe will retract. We'll see the Soyuz spacecraft start to inch a little bit closer, and it'll pull it in close to the docking cone, and that will then set the vehicle up to enable a series of hooks, and then power and data connections to establish a link up between the Soyuz and the International Space Station.
Suspect Moscow, go ahead. Please say again, we did not copy. What should we deactivate? Moscow, this is Kazbek. How do you read us, Kazbek? Moscow, Kazbek, how do you read us? Please repeat your last. We didn't copy. Command has been sent to deactivate the CV system, and we're on page 50 unintelligible. R7.
Записал параметр давления 120.
parameters have been recorded, and parameters inaudible. Mark, please close RPV-1, airflow regulator 1. Kazbek, this is Moscow. How do you read us? Loud and clear, we have closed inaudible. We're on page 57.
Хорошо, ждем от вас первый замер.
And we're standing by for the first measurement.
14:08:20.
At 14:08:23. Please repeat. You're breaking up.
Давление в СА по мануалу.
SA pressure on pressure gauge is inaudible. 778. 778.
86. Подтверждение 78 по МК. На инпу давление
778.
86.
Input pressure indication shows 786. Copy. BO pressure. Yes, affirmative. BO pressure 8. Inaudible.
Давление БО повторите, пожалуйста.
Please repeat BO pressure.
Давление в БО, бытовой отсек
822. Orbital module pressure is 822. Copy.
Давление в отсеке 872.
872. This is the instrumentation compartment pressure.
872.
Copy. Instrumentation module pressure 872.
Подтверждаю.
Affirmative.
Это было на время 14.
And that was at 14:09 approximately.
Что было?
What was at that time? I didn't copy.
And so at this moment, the crew on board the Soyuz giving some initial pressure readings inside the spacecraft. Meanwhile, we're waiting for confirmation of all the hooks to close. We have had confirmation that the docking probe is retracted. As we can see, the Soyuz has moved a little bit closer to that docking port. At this point, the Soyuz hooks have closed, at which point they command hooks on MRM-1 of the Rosviet module to close. And then once that has occurred, we will have a hard mate, and the Soyuz spacecraft will be firmly attached to the station. If you missed it, though, that initial docking did come at 6:05 a.m. Central Time, 11:05 GMT, while the station and Soyuz were flying 262 miles over northern China.